questions. Yeah, just both of you just kind of talking about, obviously, figured out that third game in the Bahamas did not go the way you wanted to. So just kind of how does it feel to kind of have a bounce back kind of performance like this? Get back in the W column and do something.
Yeah, obviously that last game of the Bahamas is not Stanford basketball. It's not the brand of basketball we want to play. And to be honest, we were all quite disgusted with how that game turned out, how we played throughout the course of the game, and it was unacceptable. And to have that taste in your mouth coming to today, we knew we needed to respond, and it's always good to get back in the win column.
All right, so you two hit back-to-back threes to start the game, 6-0 run, but then they come back with a 4-0 run. But that was the closest they ever got, so you guys won from beginning to end. So what does it feel like to have a game like that where you never trailed or it wasn't tied, except 0-0?
Yeah, it's good to lead wire to wire. Shows that we came out of the game, at least to some extent ready to play. Executed early. We're able to get some good looks for our guys. Spread the ball around in the first half. I think we had 13 assists. So, always good to execute, for the most part, wire to wire.
And you had 15 at halftime, so what was your motivation?
I mean, our number one key of the game was turn out, play outside yourself, don't just be thinking about yourself. And I think that really showed from the beginning of the game. Extra passes, the ball was moving, and I mean, all looks I got today were wide open. Layups, wide open shots, and the guys found me, so I mean, it really made it an easy game offensively.
Yeah, just so what was kind of the message from coach at halftime? You guys were up by, I'm not sure how much, but just what was what do you kind of tell you guys to kind of keep the mojo flowing?
Message at halftime. Keep doing what we did on offense, moving the ball. We were able to get, a bevy of open looks, and then on defense, getting our rotations a little bit cleaned up. We let them hit some threes on rotation once they got to the paint. Once they moved the ball around, so we wanted to shore that up a little bit. And then just defensive rebounding, which has been a big focus for us, especially the last 2-3 weeks. Finding our guy, checking, hitting, keeping our guy off the glass so we can get out and run in transition.
So guys, this is kind of off the beaten path here, but did you guys have any fun down in the Bahamas, or was it because of the results that you guys just were pretty much bummed out and not enjoying the ambiance of the Bahamas?
I didn't leave my room. I saw the room, the meeting room, the practice facility. For me, last year it's a business trip. Later in life, I'll be there on vacation. But for those 3 days, we had a job to get done. Obviously, we didn't get that job done, but it still doesn't change the way we prepare.
I mean, I had a little bit of fun, but the results obviously weren't what we were looking for. But it was a great experience, nonetheless. One that we're really grateful for. Obviously, didn't get the results we wanted, but good experience.
What's kind of you guys got a couple weeks off until Idaho finals and all that. How do you kind of manage this particular kind of part of the schedule? We got a 2-week break, finals coming up. How do you kind of manage that as a student athlete here?
Obviously, we see these 2 weeks as a great opportunity to get better. Obviously, no games, so focusing on practice, coming in with intensity. We've identified a lot of areas there where we want to improve, and 2 weeks is a great opportunity to get that done before our next game. All the guys we trust each other to take care of business in the classroom, so it's on all of us to take care of our business in the classroom, and then when we step between the lines for practice, we got to get better day in, day out.
So as seniors, what do you guys feel about this swing that's coming up now?
He's more than a senior.
Yeah, this is my third or fourth senior year, it seems like.
But how are you feeling about how this part pretty much could be it? So this last conference turn, and it's going to be last for a couple of reasons, because we're going to different conferences. But for you, moving on, what would this experience be like, and what would your memories be for your overall career?
Yeah, I don't know if I've thought too much about it yet, at least being kind of my last go-around. Something that I hope I can look back on and remember fondly. But we're just taking it one game at a time, one practice at a time. That's really all we're focused on. we'll probably be off tomorrow, but focus is on coming in on Tuesday and get better. Not really looking too far ahead. Obviously there's a lot of stuff going on, end of the Pac-12, I guess, after this year for Stanford. But, we're just taking it one game, one practice at a time.
You guys feel, with both with Gieler and Bynum at the point guard play is taking a notch up from last season, and if so, just talk about the benefits of that, what you guys have seen from that position.
Yeah, I think for the most part it's a little bit different. We got different guys in there with different skill sets. Obviously JB's been tremendous. Up there close to leading the country in assists, really takes control for us on offense, gets us in all of our sets, gets us out in transition, and Benny's been great off the bench. Kept us in the game against Arkansas with that crazy shot, but both of those guys have been tremendous so far this year, and it's definitely been a positive for us, with the minutes that they've been out there.
Anything else? Yeah, one follow-up question with Brandon. I saw you at the volleyball match last night. Just any thoughts on that, and just kind of the general kind of support you guys kind of show for them, and just kind of the season they're having.
Yeah, they're a heck of a team. Obviously, they're an old team, and they have a chance to win the national championship. So hopefully, I think they're 3 games away. So hopefully they can get it done and bring another trophy back to the school.
Go
Card.
Thanks, guys. We got Coach Jerod Haase. Coach, a little bit up for this evening.
Yeah, big picture, these next couple of weeks are going to be an exceptionally important time for us to improve as a team. My job as a coach is to teach and get our team to perform at a certain level, and I thought tonight we'll have some takeaways that are positives, but I think there were some things, especially in the second half, that we need to clean up, and that's on my shoulders to make sure my teaching is the best it can possibly be, but also the guys are accountable for executing those plays on both ends of the floor. We're certainly thrilled with the win and get off the losing streak we were on from the Bahamas. Guys have last week of classes and then finals coming up, and so that's always a stressful time for our guys, but it's also a time we'll certainly give them time to study and focus on their academic side, but we also need to make sure that we use every tool in the toolbox to make sure we're improving over the next couple of weeks.
Well, Coach, you mentioned inadequacies, but overall, leading from wire to wire, how impressive was that to see that when you guys start off with the three-pointer by Angel and then led all the way through? So from that standpoint, how do you feel?
Yeah, generally speaking, the guys, it is an unselfish group that's willing to make the extra pass. I thought, in the first half, I thought we shot a lot of good shots. The dream maybe in certain situations is turn down a good shot to get a great shot. Wasn't disappointed in the shot attempts, and obviously we did build the lead in the first half. Defensively, we've made a major emphasis on boxing out and the rebounding piece. I was encouraged the first 10 minutes. After that, I was probably discouraged. The good news with that, though, is that it shows that the emphasis from this past week did latch on for a little bit, and now we need to latch it on for 40 minutes as opposed to 10 minutes. But, yeah, encouraged with, as you said, a wire-to-wire lead, and we can build off some of those positives for sure.
16 points from Spencer, one of his stronger performances of the season. Just how good did it feel to kind of see him make some shots and kind of get back to looking like his old self?
Yeah, Spencer, for a variety of reasons, I feel like we have a bunch of duct tape and super glue and everything else kind of putting them back together again. But he was out there today and looked good, felt good. I think he was excited about just feeling like he could go out and he was physically in a place that he could perform. So I think that was the number one thing. But he played great, as we've seen through his entire tenure here. He works his tail off and easy to cheer for, and it was nice to see him have some success with scoring the basketball.
So, Coach, what do you say to the seniors? I was just talking to Michael about that. You're going through the stretch where it's now the exams and all that is going on, and then the end of the non-conference and the conference will be beginning. So what do you say to them about this final stretch?
We've had, for a variety of reasons, an incomplete roster in terms of having kind of our top guys out there every game. We know kind of that storyline. As we move forward right now, we can use these 2 weeks. Ideally, again, we see a guy like Spencer out there feeling more closer to 100%, Brandon Angel closer to 100%. And so as we get kind of our roster of the top guys in practice, hopefully we can build some habits, build some cohesion on the offensive end, really get guys feeding off each other. And so this is going to be a couple of weeks that I think, the way I envision it, there's going to be a lot of positives that we learn and grow together and take something that's really good and build on that. We were more of a complete team during the summer, and we really made some nice forward steps over the summer. But when we came back, we've had more of an incomplete team. And I think if we can get our team complete, our team healthy, have a good couple of weeks, I think that bodes well for the end of non-conference. But our mind right now is simply on the idea of improve.
Just talk about what you got from Brandon tonight, 25 whatever points it was, just his performance in this one.
Yeah, he was really good, efficient as can be. A couple of the turnovers we got to eliminate. We've talked about him really the second half of last year and leading into this year. His efficiency on the offensive end is off the charts. Really making a lot of good plays, making the right plays, not just good plays, but the right plays. If guys open, he's hitting them. When he's open himself, he's shooting the basketball. He can score inside and out, and so we're seeing that versatility today.
Oh yeah, my final question, just seeing Jalen Thompson hit that corner three, kind of Kawhi Leonard, Toronto Raptors style rattle, but just how nice, I know he's been working on that, just how nice is it to see a guy like that get a little bit of time and also see him knock it down.
On it, and I mean this very sincerely, it means the world. He has worked so hard since he's been here. I do think there's really some bright days ahead for him. And so seeing, albeit a small bit of success makes me feel good, and it's kind of like, hey, there's a carrot out there that more of those moments can come. But I think the absolute world of him as a scholar athlete and as a person, and it's really fun to see him out there. And again, having that shot go in is nice. Thanks, guys.